What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, another episode. I hope you guys are doing well. Just sipping my coffee. God bless whoever invented coffee. Obviously God, but whoever, you get the point. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of being conscious of what you put inside your body. You can tell a level of a man and how much he respects himself by what kind of food he puts in his body, and if he consciously chooses at the beginning what food he puts in his body. Because at the beginning you don't really know what the different types of foods are, what they do, but I think it's a man's responsibility to educate himself, just like on any normal thing you want to provide to society. If you want to drive, you got to learn to drive. If you want to be a man who participates in society and helps out society, it is your responsibility to learn how to feed yourself properly. Because how you feed yourself will A, affect your mental health, will A, affect how you physically look, and B, it just shows a level of how much you respect yourself. And you might be asking, how does it show how much you respect yourself? By what you put into your body. Because A, it shows that you've consciously done the work to figure out the good versus the bad of what to feed yourself. Just like you make conscious decisions. Okay, I'm not going to be an idiot on the road. I'm not going to be driving ridiculously through traffic because I know I can hurt myself and I can hurt others. It's your responsibility to learn about whole foods and what kind of foods are good for your body, because if you feed yourself bad foods, you're going to hurt yourself, but also by hurting yourself, you're going to be hurting those around you, your family and your friends that care about you. I don't want to get too scientific because I don't know facts, but I know that what you feed is a representation. What goes in is a representation of what comes out. So unless it's like really genetic, but usually it's not, it can be a representation of how your face looks acne-wise. My brother, before he hopped on self-improvement, his self-development, and being really conscious, he used to have a lot of acne on his face. And I would constantly tell him, hey man, you're eating too much sugar. Hey, you're eating too much greasy foods. Hey this, hey that. And eventually, with repetition of me repeating myself to him, he snapped into it kind of and understood, holy shit, okay, I need to start taking a little bit better care of myself. So what did he do? He cut out the junk food. Not completely, because I'm not telling you you can't enjoy yourself a little bit, and I'm never telling you what to do. I'm just telling myself through this video of what I would have done if I knew this information 10 years ago. So don't take these videos as me telling you what to do, because I can never tell you what to do. I'm just talking to myself and hoping that you guys find it interesting, and maybe if you decide that you need some help, you'll reach out, or if you find the information valuable, you'll act upon it. But my family and my brothers and the people I love, especially the people closest to me, like my parents, my brothers, my girlfriend, I will try to tell what to do, because I care for them on a level that nobody could really care for. Coffee sip break. So, if you have a hard time struggling to figure out why should I care about what I put into my body, or I don't even have any motivation to feed myself good, the only real motivation you need is to take a look at yourself in the mirror and see how you mentally feel. Forget about the physical right now. Look at yourself and say, am I truly blessed? Am I truly happy? Not of how I look, but how am I thinking right now? Am I thinking that everything's positive? Because positive food, you need food to fuel you. So positive food will fuel your mindset positively. Or am I drinking double, triple shaken espressos every single day from Starbucks or Tim Hortons, or if you're from the United States, Dunkin' Donuts, that are just loaded up with sugar, and I'm wonder why I'm anxious, I'm wonder why I'm self-conscious, and I'm anxious about what everybody thinks about me. Your food that you put into yourself is a reflection of the way that you think. Once you start eating good foods, you're going to start thinking well about others, seeing others as more positive human beings rather than just annoyances around you. Yes, obviously there are some people that are really, really annoying. I do not want to mention specific type of people right now, because trust me, there are some people that drive me insane, especially driving. But the overall persona of other people, you won't see as nuisances. You'll see as them just the same as you. Creatures that are experiencing life for the first time, because not the second or the third. Nobody's coming back and telling you, oh, I've experienced life for 3 times and this is what I've learned. No, everybody's just figuring it out. And the fastest way to figure something out is by eating something. If you don't know if something's a whole food or not, just ask yourself, would my great-great-great-grandma, if I showed her this, would she be able to recognize it? And I'm not talking about like seasoning, like butter chicken on rice, because yes, to a certain degree that's pretty healthy. It's just chicken on rice with the butter chicken sauce. I know that your great-great-great-great-grandpa wouldn't be able to recognize the butter chicken sauce, but 9 times out of 10 that sauce is like really bad for you. But let me tell you, it's probably better than a McDonald's Big Mac that you're probably eating every other day, or you get the point. So if you have a hard time finding motivation and asking yourself, oh, why should I even feed myself well? Do the first thing that I mentioned, was look at yourself bare naked in the mirror and ask yourself, am I happy? How's my mindset? How's my thinking? How do I perceive the world? Because 9 times out of 10, your diet is part of your perception. Secondly, once you're done looking at yourself naked and asking yourself how you feel, ask yourself, how do I look? Am I happy the way I look? Am I too skinny? Am I too fat? Am I not muscular enough? If these questions are going through your mind, diet is one of the biggest things that can change that. Obviously with resistance training, obviously with to put on muscle is like basically just resistance training, or like, you can do body weight training, but that also falls into the category of resistance training. But look at yourself in the raw image and ask yourself, am I happy with my body? Don't worry about what other people think, but ask yourself, am I happy? Am I truly happy carrying this tub of lard that's hanging over my belt? Or am I truly happy with my bones basically showing through my rib cage? There's 2 opposite ends of the spectrum, and 50% of people, not 50%, but one side of people struggle with being overweight, and one side of people struggle with being underweight. And you need to find that middle ground, and those people that found the middle ground are living their happiest life. You cannot, or give me somebody that is eating really healthy, is resistance training, is putting organic whole foods into their body, and isn't happy with the way they look, isn't happy with their mindset, and isn't happy with relationships. And that's the third point I want to talk about. What you feed yourself and how you look and what your mindset is going to affect your relationships. How is it going to affect your relationships? It's going to affect your relationships by the way that you A, see and perceive people, and B, you are going to have inner work that you haven't done and that you might be self-conscious about, or that you might be unhappy with but are not willing to make the change, and you are going to release that energy on other people. Let's say you're overweight, and let's say you're unhappy with the way that you look. Your unhappiness, and it might not necessarily just be the way that you look, but now your mindset is unhappy. That negative energy of unhappiness is going to be put onto other people. You are going to start problems and conflicts with people for no reason. For no reason, just because you are living in a miserable, unhappy state of mind. And lastly, for the love of God, if you don't know anything about supercars, this is my favorite analogy to make. Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Paganis, Aston Martins, Ferraris, Bentleys, G-Wagons. I just had to list off a couple because maybe one of you might not know what a Bugatti is, but I'm sure you know what a Lamborghini or a Ferrari is. If you start treating your body like these supercar engines, you are going to notice such a difference in your life, and you are going to start acting and treating life like it's heaven on earth. Because can I ask you a question? If you had a Lamborghini and you were running low on gas and you also had to pee, I know this is a weird analogy, but let me get to the point. Would you piss into your gas canister to fill it up with gas? No. And you see how illogical that is? Your body is a Lamborghini. You need to feed your body with the most premium gas to keep it running at 100%. What are you gonna feel, or what is your car gonna start acting like if you piss in the gas canister? Okay, maybe at the beginning it won't act up because there's still some gasoline mixed in it. But time after time after time, it's going to eventually break down. And it's going to be so far down the line where you don't even have a chance of fixing it at this point. You're just going to need to buy a brand new Lamborghini. And a Lamborghini is a materialistic item that can be replaced. Your body, yes, it's materialistic, but it's so much more complex that it just can't be replaced. And if it can, it's not going to be the same OEM part. So please, for the love of God, start treating your body like your dream supercar. And if you don't fantasize about having supercars, start treating it like your dream house if you're a house person who gets horny over big mansions. Would you put $2 or the worst of the worst tiles in your $50 million mansion? Or would you put, I don't know, if you're buying a $50 million mansion, you're definitely not buying windows from Walmart. Are you going to put Walmart windows in your mansion? No. I just had to pause there so you could think about it for a second. How stupid of an analogy that was, but some of you need those stupid analogies to make you think a different way. Anyway. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Subscribe for more videos. If you want to learn how to make wealth online, click the link down below or in my bio. Make sure you go to my Instagram and follow me on my Instagram. I'm going to be starting fitness coaching very soon. Open up some programs and some one-on-one calls, some Q&As and whatnot if you want to improve your life. But for now, if you want to escape the 9 to 5 and you want to start making money with digital products, check out the link below. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.